The French military, renowned for its professionalism and adaptability, has emerged as a critical partner in Ukraine's defense against Russia's unprovoked aggression. Through extensive training missions, significant materiel support, and a growing commitment to NATO's eastern flank, France is proving its mettle as a stalwart ally. So join us as we take a close look at the French military. I'm former SEAL Team 6 Squadron Leader Chuck Pfarrer, and this is the Kyiv Post's Point of Impact. The French Army, with approximately 115,000 active personnel and a robust reserve, is a highly mobile, technologically advanced force designed for rapid deployment and sustained operations. Its expeditionary ethos, honed through decades of operations in Africa, the Middle East, and Eastern Europe, makes it well suited to support Ukraine's defensive needs. The Army's mechanized brigades, equipped with Leclerc main battle tanks, VBCI infantry fighting vehicles, and the redoubtable Caesar self-propelled howitzer, emphasize speed, firepower, and interoperability with NATO allies. In recent exercises, such as the Perseus drills in January 2025, demonstrate France's focus on modern warfare, including drone tactics and rapid responses to large-scale assaults, drawing lessons from Ukraine's battlefield experience. These drills involved 3,200 troops simulating a defense against a Russian-style breakthrough from Belarus, showcasing France's ability to deploy battalion-sized forces via its fleet of A400M transport aircraft. Since 2022, France has trained nearly 10,000 Ukrainian soldiers, primarily in France and Poland, and focusing on combined armed tactics, artillery operations, and the maintenance of Western-supplied equipment. Training programs emphasize the use of French systems like the Caesar howitzer and the AMX-10 RC wheeled tank, ensuring Ukrainian forces can maximize their operational impact. In October 2022, France committed to training the first 2,000 Ukrainian troops in France, attaching them to French units for weeks of intensive instruction. By January 2023, this effort expanded, with 150 French instructors deployed to Poland to train up to 600 Ukrainian soldiers every month. These programs have not only enhanced Ukraine's combat capabilities, but also fostered interoperability, aligning Ukrainian forces with NATO standards, a critical step toward potential future integration into NATO. The French approach prioritizes sustainability. Defense Minister Sébastien Lecornu put it succinctly: having a soldier on a weapon is good. Having the mechanic that goes with it is even better. The focus on training technicians and logisticians ensures that Ukrainian forces can maintain and repair complex systems like the Caesar and Mistral air defense missiles, extending their battlefield longevity. France's training missions are a force multiplier, enabling Ukraine to field a more professional, NATO-compatible military. This is crucial to countering Russia's numerical advantages. France has supplied Ukraine with a diverse array of weapons, from artillery to air defense systems. Between February 2022 and December 2023, France delivered 30 Caesar 155mm self-propelled howitzers, with 6 more pledged in 2025. These mobile, precise artillery systems have proven devastating in counter-battery fire, leveraging their 40-kilometer range to pound Russian artillery and command posts. Ukrainian crews praised the Caesar's mobility, which allows rapid repositioning to evade Russian drones and counterstrikes. The Caesar is good at a couple of things. One of them is shoot and scoot. Its integration with NATO standard 155mm shells, including the precision-guided rounds like the Excalibur. Capable of one-shot, one-kill fire mission, the Caesar is a cornerstone of Ukraine's counter-battery operations. France also supplied 38 AMX-10 RC lightweight armored vehicles armed with 105mm guns. These wheeled tanks excel in rapid maneuvers, providing Ukrainian forces with mobile firepower to engage Russian armor in fortified positions. While less heavily armored than main battle tanks, the AMX's speed and versatility have been effective in hit-and-run tactics. Of critical importance are the French-designed air defense systems. Paris has provided Mistral man-portable air defense systems, MANPADS, and 2 Croatel NG short to medium-range air defense complexes. The Mistral's infrared-guided missiles have downed both Russian drones and low-flying helicopters. The Croatel, or Rattlesnake, has bolstered Ukraine's ability to counter the Russian cruise missiles and airstrikes that target Ukrainian cities and civilians. These systems are particularly effective in protecting critical infrastructure, though their limited numbers restrict their strategic impact. The French-supplied Scalp EG cruise missiles have allowed the Ukrainian Air Force to punch above its weight. Delivered for use with Ukraine's Su-24 aircraft and now integrated with French-supplied Mirage 2005F jets, Paris has provided the low observable Scalps, and they are doing good business. With a 250-kilometer range, the Scalp permits precision strikes against Russian logistic hubs, airfields, and command centers. Ukrainian strikes using Scalp missiles have disrupted Russian rear operations, notably targeting air bases, command nodes, and targets in the occupied territory. The Scalp's stealth and accuracy make them a high-value asset, though their effectiveness depends on Ukraine's ability to maintain permissive air operations environments for their launch platforms. 2 other French high-tech weapons are making a difference: Milan anti-tank missiles and the AASM Hammer guided bombs. The Milans, with a 2,000-meter range and wire-guided precision, have been deadly effective against Russian armor. The Milan's shape-charged warhead is capable of defeating the armor of any main battle tank and can penetrate over 500 millimeters of rolled steel armor. But stealing the show is the French-designed AASM Hammer, a precision-guided bomb. This weapon enhances Ukraine's air-to-ground capabilities, allowing strikes on fortified positions with minimal collateral damage. Dozens of combat videos have shown the Hammer engaging bridges, weapon storage areas, Russian troop concentrations, command nodes, and other targets with deadly effect. Both systems have proven reliable, though their impact is constrained by supply limitations. Ukraine needs more. These weapons have collectively degraded Russia's operational capacity, particularly in artillery duels and rear area logistics. However, Ukraine's need for greater quantities and a reliable, uninterrupted supply of munitions and spare parts remains a challenge. particularly as Russian forces adapt with improved electronic warfare and drone tactics. France's €200 million military fund, renewed in 2023, allows Ukraine to procure additional equipment directly from French manufacturers, addressing some of these gaps. French air and space forces operate a modern fleet of approximately 250 combat aircraft, including 137 Rafale multi-role fighters and 48 upgraded Mirage 2000Ds. France aims to expand its air forces with a target of 185 combat aircraft by 2030 under the Military Programming Law 2024 to 2030. The Rafale, a naval-capable 4.5 generation strike fighter, is among NATO's most advanced platforms, capable of air superiority, ground attack, and reconnaissance missions. Equipped with the RB-E2 ESA radar and Meteor beyond visual range missiles, the Rafale can engage multiple targets simultaneously, making it a formidable asset against Russian Su-35s and Russia's Kinzhal-firing MiG-31s. The Mirage 2005F, though older, remains a capable air defense platform with its RDY radar and Mica missiles, offering Fox 3 fire-and-forget capability. France has significantly bolstered NATO's eastern flank since Russia's 2022 invasion. The French Air Force conducts regular policing missions in the Baltic and deploying Mirage 2000s to Lithuania and Rafales for Black Sea patrols. In March 2025, 2 Rafale Bs conducted a provocative recon mission over the Black Sea, approaching Russian-controlled airspace near Crimea, a clear signal of NATO's resolve. France also maintains AWACS airborne radar platforms to monitor Russian air activity, enhancing situational awareness for NATO's air shielding mission. Ground deployments in Romania and Estonia, combined with maritime patrols in the Baltic and the Mediterranean, further demonstrate France's commitment to collective defense. As the situation remains tight on NATO's eastern flank, France is likely to expand deployments and increased air patrols, including the deployment of additional Rafales and Mirage 2000s to Poland, Romania, and the Baltic states, again to deter Russian air incursion. France will also conduct joint exercises, leading NATO exercises like Steadfast Defender in 2024 to enhance interoperability with Eastern allies, incorporating lessons learned from Ukraine's air defense tactics. Increased logistical support is also on the cards, providing A400M transports and KC-135 tankers to support rapid troop and equipment deployment to NATO's eastern borders. France is also a participant in the Sky Shield initiative, contributing aircraft to a proposed European air defense coalition for Ukraine, protecting civilian infrastructure and freeing Ukrainian assets for offensive operations. France's ability to project air power and coordinate with NATO allies makes it a linchpin in deterring Russian aggression beyond Ukraine's borders. France is committed to supplying Ukraine with up to 12 Mirage 2000 5F fighters, with 6 delivered by February 2025, offering Ukraine a significant upgrade over its aging MiG-29s and Su-27s. The Mirage 2000's Thales radar provides superior target detection, while its agility and 1,500-kilometer range with drop tanks enable complex strike missions, including deep penetration and air defense patrols. However, its limited range when carrying bombs makes it vulnerable to Russian surface-to-air missiles. And near the front lines, this necessitates careful mission planning. The Mirage 2000's effectiveness in Ukraine lies in its versatility. For air defense missions, its Mica missiles enable beyond visual range engagements, countering Russian fighters and drones. As a strike platform, Scalp EG missiles allow Ukraine to target Russian infrastructure far behind the zero line, disrupting logistics. In close air support missions and precision ground attacks, the Hammer bombs provide accurate strikes against fortified positions, supporting ground offensives. Additional Mirage 2000 variants, such as the 2000D, could potentially be transferred, though this would require further pilot training and logistical support. The Rafale, while a superior platform, is unlikely to be supplied due to its critical role in French defense and very high operational costs. The transfer of Mirage 2005Fs has already strained French readiness, reducing their operational fleet below the 185 aircraft target, highlighting the strategic weight of France's commitment to Ukraine. France's military support for Ukraine, through training, advanced weaponry, and air power, has significantly enhanced Kyiv's ability to resist Russian aggression. The French Army's training missions have professionalized Ukrainian forces, while systems like the Caesar, Scalp EG, and Mirage 2005F have delivered tangible battlefield results. The French Air Force's capabilities, particularly in Rafale and Mirage fleets, strengthen NATO's eastern flank, deterring Russian escalation through robust air patrols and joint exercises. The Mirage 2000, with its multi-role capabilities, has been a game-changer for Ukraine, though its impact depends on sustained Western support for munitions and maintenance. With the U.S. an increasingly erratic and unreliable partner, French contributions to Ukraine's defense are increasingly important. As France deepens its partnership with Ukraine, it not only bolsters Kyiv defense capabilities, but also reinforces NATO's collective security. This sends a clear message to Moscow. The West stands united. France's role is not just about the hardware, it's about forging a resilient partnership that strengthens both Ukraine and NATO's deterrence posture. For the Kyiv Post, I'm Navy SEAL Chuck Pfarrer, and I'll see you again at the point of impact.